rests. And we saw in that last set, I think Abu as a player in general is a little bit afraid of the rest. Like, he doesn't like to go for it if he feels like he can get the kill the other way, but in this matchup, Samus has so many laggy moves that a lot of the times you just want to go for the rest and end the stock. It's such an advantageous situation, you're not really going to get punished. Now, I actually kind of, for some reason, understand this matchup a bit. I feel like the way that this matchup kind of works is that there's avenues to attack on a bunch of stages. There's the ground, there's your crouch, and there's the platforms. So like what Duck likes to do is he likes to shoot a missile through one route and like charge shot through another route and then like tilt another route. He basically tries to like cut off every individual option one by one.
Which makes sense.
And what I saw last time I actually commentated this set in top 4 at MSS was that 4% was not making good use of his crouch, and that basically eliminated a route that Duck had to cover. So instead of tilting on the ground, he was able to just throw a missile across the ground and it would kind of cover everything.
Because he knows he's not going to crouch under it.
Yeah, and also it looked like he was a little bit afraid to back air the missiles. Back air the missiles is kind of janky. It works, but you have to have good spacing.
I would imagine it's very important because Samus is going to shoot a lot of missiles. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So Duck, he camps in this matchup, straight up. Like, he tries to wall out Puff on the other side of the stage. And I think that that's how you have to play it. He obviously has a lot of experience in this matchup, and look at him. He's just going to pick a route, and he's just going to cover it every single time. Ooh, interesting. Actually goes all the way deep on that. Maybe
yeah, that was an approaching nair from Duck.
Yeah, you usually don't see that from him in this matchup because of how easily Puff can just, like, power shield it and rest. Like, the nair is so telegraphed. Like, oh, great weak hit, or not weak hit, just single hit fair in a nair.
Duck's so good at using his fair. Like,
yeah,
he's, you know, most bad people like myself would just put like all of it out a lot of the time, but like he's so good at getting the hits that he wants.
Yeah, it's interesting because as a player, I feel like he's so comfortable against floaties and spaceys, two very polarizing sets of matchups. But because he has, oh my goodness,
sharpshooter
gets the read, calls out the jump. I actually think that 4% reacted to the charge shot happening with a jump, like he just panicked and jumped, and Duck read it, which is actually super impressive. Because I'm pretty sure 4% literally put down his controller. That rest would not have hit.
Yeah.
Or that charge shot. Duck setting up.
That shows, man, Duck knows when to use his charge shots. Like, it always amazes me. It's like he's going to shoot it right there. Oh, wow, it hit.
I also really like how 4%'s going to the top platform, which means that Duck is basically going to have to rely on covering the top platform or something, or just let him get over him and reset the situation a lot, which is very scary. I mean, Puff getting in your space is how Puff wins this matchup.
Okay, another back air knocks him off. Ooh, forward air bounces him off the stage, but Duck looks like he'd still be able to survive.
Yeah, Samus forever living on this stage. Interesting that they counterpicked here, because Duck loves the stage in every matchup.
He like always goes here in best of 5s.
Yes, kind of interesting. Obviously 4% has some stuff planned, maybe he likes this too. I'm not seeing a lot of shield options from 4% that I really like. I think he's being way too afraid. Obviously, you can't just rest every single tilt, especially if they're spaced well.
No.
I mean, like, you maybe can if you, like, react frame perfectly and read where they're going to go.
I would imagine, especially, like, a well-spaced F tilt, that would be very hard to rest.
It's definitely hard. Oh. Good choice not resting there, actually. I think I would have rested and eaten a punish on the way down.
Yep. And that shows you got to be cognizant of that, what percent they're at. Will you be able to kill him with a move that isn't rest? Because if so, then rest is kind of wasteful.
So, important situation here. Also, we have 2 minutes off the clock and we're only 1 stock in.
Ooh, that is an important situation.
Oh, that nair traded. He's actually low on jumps.
Yep,
he gets to the ledge. He's okay. Duck not committing. I think that it's pretty early in the set. These guys don't want to make an errant attack and get punished for it.
They don't want to go for anything like really big and risky.
Yeah, especially because of how much of an easy time Puff has edge guarding Samus. She can take the bombs, and back air just stretches so far, it's really hard for Samus to get back to stage. Good rising air. Duck actually being a lot more aggressive than I usually see him in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. Especially after he takes the center stage, like he's been very aggressive with sharking Jigglypuff.
Yes. 4% once again going high. Duck appears to be catching on it though, and I think that's why he's being so aggressive, because he knows that Puff can't crouch cancel his moves because he's always in the air.
Oh, that's a good point.
Actually opting for a lot more up tilts too, a move with not a lot of startup, but very good range in the air. I honestly really like how Duck is kind of adapting. It's honestly happened very, very fast. Like, we're 3 minutes into the first game. And this set is going to take a while.
Okay.
Good dash attack.
Dash attack from Jigglypuff surprisingly strong.
Yeah, and all you really need to do is get him off stage, because this edge guard is pretty flowchart. He's going to hold the ledge so that he jumps up, but I don't know if I like the roll there. I don't think he understood that. Oh, another up air kill.
Nice.
Dude, there's always that one guy in the crowd who cheers super hard for 4%. I don't know who it is, but he's always there and really hype, so I gotta respect it. Gotta give him a shout out.
To him.
Shout out's random guy who cheers for 4%.
Probably carpools with him. Maybe he doesn't, that'd make it extra hype.
Yeah. I'd imagine that 4% would not have that much fun. Oh, great cross-up by Duck. Did he almost just die from single hit up B? Is that a thing?
I don't know. That's interesting.
I've never seen that before.
That looked like it had quite a bit of knockback. I wonder if it's like, it only will knock you that far. Like,
interesting. I don't know.
Ask him.
But 4% actually evening this up a little bit. Only down 30% now, and we know that rest card is always on the table.
Oh, of course. Especially in a situation like this where it's really close.
Great pullback up tilt. Duck's movement actually really good when there's no platforms on the stage. I'm pretty impressed.
All right, 4% finally gets down, but he walks into an up tilt.
This charge shot is still on the board. Now it's gone. Man, this jab pressure is so good. So I'm going to actually explain that for people that don't know. Samus, basically, when she jabs, she can crouch, and so it doesn't do her second jab. Her second jab is very unsafe. So when she jabs, she wants to crouch and then do the second jab, but Duck is doing it so fast you can hardly even see it.
Yep, so then he just puts out 2 first jabs.
Yes, the first jab is safe on shield all the time. It's actually, I think, frame positive. It's pretty crazy.
Dang.
You have to,
it definitely looks really good.
Yes. And it's definitely very hard for... Oh, see, that's the second jab. That's not what he wants. But every single time you see those jabs on shield, you just think, wow, 6 shield pressure. He's just jabbing his shield. He's actually crouching in between each jab, and it's a very small frame window.
Okay.
If he wants to keep it safe, of course. He can slow it down if he wants to. It is just a jab. Oh, good shield grab. But Duck with really good DI. Good DI is actually so important for a character like Samus because her, like, movement, aerial mobility, I guess you'd call it, is pretty good, and she gains so much left and right from the bomb jumps. And that's going to do it. Another up tilt.
Seems like that as anti-air a lot.
Yeah, it seems like Duck really has a good concept of how to pressure 4% and punish when he's acting out of shield. 4%'s attacking him with a lot of like weak fairs out of shield, and what's happening is Duck is either hitting him with the up tilt or just tanking it and crouch canceling.
Yep. Which is totally worth it. Like Samus has that. Samus can crouch cancel for so long. I would imagine it's because she's so heavy, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Although she still dies to up smash at like 25%. The dream is dead. Okay, where are we going to go? Man. Battlefield. See, now I don't understand why they didn't just strike here if he was going to go to Battlefield.
Yeah.
Now, I'm confused, but whatever.
Okay, yeah, that's very weird.
This is the more traditional 3-platform setup, I think.
I wonder if Duck struck Battlefield.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know that much about the stage strike in this matchup besides the fact that Dreamland is bad. That's all I know.
Which makes sense. Dreamland, if you're ever playing as Jigglypuff, and you're new or whatever, just don't go to Dreamland.
Yeah, like maybe he did strike FD, because I don't know how FD is in this matchup, and with characters like this, it's usually one character always strikes FD. I just don't know which one.
I would imagine it's bad for Samus in the idea that she can't do up Bs out of shield. That's not as
That's
big
actually
of a deal.
true, but I'm not sure. Well, the world may never know.
That's like a lot less of a big part than against like Fox or Falco.
Oh, good rising nair. 4% actually with extremely questionable DI in these nairs. I haven't pointed it out, but it seems like he's really about getting away. Wow, he just goes to the up tilt, recognizes he can't get anything, and just charges his charge shot, and ends up baiting 4%.
Genius.
Another forward throw, Duck with, again, really good DI. I actually think that the DI is a big factor, because although Jigglypuff isn't a character that you can easily edgeguard, she does have a limited amount of jumps, and Samus can kind of put out a whirlwind of tilts, and Jigglypuff's jumps get worse as she gets farther into her jumps.
That's very important.
Wow, and if you get caught with low jumps, it's kind of hard to actually evade the charge shot. You don't get that much height. Oh, great grab. First grab of the set.
Down throw charge shot.
I actually think that's guaranteed. I'm not sure. But
I feel like I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, I've seen it way too many times for it to be easily avoidable. Oh, Duck goes for the ledge cancel. 4% I think actually reads it and gets the fair out.
4% went way out there to edgeguard Duck. He had to stay very committed to that, use a lot of his jumps.
This game going way quicker, by the way.
Oh, yeah, look at
We're
that.
1.5 minutes in and already 3 stocks are gone. When we had gone in like 2.5 minutes before 2 stocks are gone. 4% either seeing the solution as being more aggressive, or Duck is slowly draining the life out of him by playing this matchup.
Because a lot of times that's what happens when you play like a floaty v floaty matchup, especially against somebody who's better than you, I say with air quotes.
Yes.
Like, eventually you get so tired of playing that slow way and still losing.
Yes. And I think Duck's kind of recognize what 4%... It seems like 4% doesn't have the punishes ready for like the jabs on shield and the affairs.
Oh.
So Duck's kind of using them a lot. I think that he's, like I've said before, the adjustments that Duck's doing in this set are really impressive. Especially when it's fairly likely that he could play Prince Abu later in this tournament. It's a good sign for him.
Yeah, it shows he's still figuring out new stuff about this matchup, instead of just like playing against it like he would against Prince Abu.
Duck doing one of those rising nairs, but 4% has the audacity to wait and punish him.
Pure genius. Sometimes you just have to wait.
Yeah. What do you think about this cannon tag?
Think about what?
His tag.
Canna. I'm not sure. I would imagine it has something to do with anime. That's usually my guess when a tag that I don't know.
They're just all weebs, man. I don't even know what to say. Oh, he got the deflected upward charge shot. One day I hope that'll hit someone.
Oh my god. That'd be so incredible in like doubles.
I've seen the missiles hit people when they get reflected upwards, but never the charge shot. One day it'll happen, and I'll be laughing.
It'll probably be Giffy Catted, maybe not.
Oh my god, goodbye.
And there it is again. So we have more evidence that that's guaranteed.
Wave dash through, pivot grab, and a down throw charge shot. Ducks in his head. 4%, I think, honestly, spending way too much time in his shield. And actually, I'll say it again, second set in a row where I'm not really seeing the crouch play a big factor. Especially at low percents, because you can crouch under stuff like missiles, and you can crouch cancel and punish a lot of Samus' stuff. Honestly, obviously, the down smash is a big factor, but I don't think I've seen a down smash in like 8 minutes. So
no, definitely not.
Duck is like just adapting to what he's doing.
It seems like 4% is just a lot more comfortable in the air, so he's not in a situation where he gets to crouch that often.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It seems like he got hit with the good player where he analyzed this last set and he was like, oh, getting hit by this, I'm going to avoid it. And then Duck took him to the next level of the matchup and he just wasn't ready. But this game is not over. Rest is, like I've said many times, rest is always on the table. And 4% can find if 4% can find a way in, Puff has a really nice edge guard on Samus.
We haven't seen him have the most success edge guarding Samus this set, but
yeah, honestly, he's been killing him a lot off the top.
Yeah, it's true.
I remember watching him at MSS. He was super consistent with finding up airs and getting. Oh my god! He just pulls up the shield in fear of the charge shot.
I mean, you never know.
When you can shield pressure someone by charging charge shot, the set is not long.
That's so true. Okay.
That should be a rest. But honestly, I don't think he would die, but I don't think he knows whether or not if he would die if he goes for the rest.
Well, he might not want to take that huge amount of percent, like.
That's true.
Especially because like taking 20% when you're at 80 with Puff is a big deal.
Look at it, no rest again. I think at this percent he would die.
Definitely, especially to a charge shot.
I think at the like 60 or 70 was before it's questionable. Oh, tries to read the jump, unable to. Gets hit by the missile, maybe going for a power shield a little bit late. Duck looking for this charge shot. He's just shooting, man.
He really wants to kill him with a charge shot.
Oh my god. Great mix-up. The first down smash I've seen all game,
There you
and
go.
it KOs 4%. 4%, a little bit of a shake of a head.